Tonight, News Channel 5 investigates a lawmaker's $10,000 contribution and a resolution he introduced in the legislature.
It's a strange piece of legislation that's reviving questions about foreign influences on Tennessee's Capitol Hill. Our chief investigative reporter, Bill Williams, had lots of questions for the lawmaker.
You know, last year, News Channel 5 Investigates first revealed how advocates for foreign countries were taking your lawmakers on expensive junkets. Now we've discovered a case of mysterious donors handing out money for a legislative campaign.
To put an end to this shenanigan going on in this.
During a hurried legislative session,
I move House Bill 1129 back to full education.
Dominated by all sorts of contentious issues.
Representative Towns, you're recognized.
State Representative Joe Towns found time to introduce a House resolution calling for national support for the country of Azerbaijan.
Well, let me tell you where it came from. Actually, it came from friends that I know that are from Azerbaijan.
A nation of 9 million people.
An oil-rich, predominantly Muslim country where Eastern Europe meets Western Asia, Azerbaijan has been involved in a decades-old dispute with the predominantly Christian country of Armenia over territory that both countries claim. The Memphis Democrat says he agreed to introduce the resolution because Azerbaijan is a U.S. ally. So you did not just come up with this on your own?
No.
And you knew nothing about the conflict between these two countries?
I did not.
Those brutal people, they're trying to change history by going around different states in the United States, passing resolution.
Bearj Barsoumian is an Armenian immigrant who discovered Towns' resolution and could not believe anyone would ask a Tennessee lawmaker to help a country known for its human rights abuses and whose leader is seen as one of the world's most corrupt.
I asked him if it was Azerbaijani embassy. He denied it, but he wouldn't name or tell me what organization was behind it.
But we looked at Joe Towns' campaign reports and discovered he introduced the resolution just 2 weeks after he got $10,000 in campaign contributions from people out of Texas with ties to the Azerbaijani community.
This was probably in Texas, Houston, okay?
You had a fundraiser in Houston?
I've had fundraisers in other places before, that's true, yeah.
Who hosted that fundraiser?
Well, my friends of mine.
Who in particular?
Well, I don't want to get involved in their names and things because this is about me. You know, I don't want to talk about their names and who they were.
Still, our investigation discovered that this Turkish-Azerbaijani cultural center in Houston appears to be the common connection for all 7 of the contributors who reportedly gave either $1,000 or $1,500 each to Towns' campaign. Did the people who gave you the $10,000 ask you to introduce this resolution?
No, they didn't. Did not.
It's purely coincidental?
Oh, of course, yeah. But no, they did not, no.
It is very suspicious. Somebody in Tennessee would introduce a bill for Azerbaijan, and then those organizations funneling money to his campaign.
One of the contributors listed on Towns' campaign report as having given $1,000 first told us, "That's wrong information. I don't know anyone from Tennessee." Later saying, "I remember something like that. I never met him. I did it through my friends, my community." Adding to the mystery, almost a third of the money supposedly came from 2 people who live in these apartments in one of Houston's roughest neighborhoods. In fact, we identified $13,000 in contributions in the last 2 years to various candidates around the country from just one low-rent apartment. So we went back to Representative Towns. Does that strike you as odd?
Well, see, in order for me to know that, I would have to know the lay of the land down there, the people. I don't know.
Next up, item number 29, House Bill 20.
But when Towns' resolution came up in committee, members of the Armenian community had already lobbied other lawmakers to kill the bill.
Is there a second? Seeing none, the bill fails.
The resolution never even got a vote, a strange end to what some consider a strange piece of legislation. You attend a fundraiser and then suddenly you're introducing this resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand why someone might be suspicious?
Well, in politics, you always have suspicion. That's what people do. I can't deal with people's suspicion. I don't address their suspicion. But the fact of it is that it happens all the time.
Now, some of these contributors appear to have connection to those groups who have taken Tennessee officials on free trips to Turkey and Azerbaijan. Representative Towns was supposed to go on one of those trips last year, but he said he was not able to go. Still, he did sponsor another House resolution that essentially accused Armenia of war crimes. And Vicki, That actually passed the House on a 93-0 vote.
So why would Azerbaijan care about what the Tennessee House thinks?
Well, this appears to be part of an orchestrated PR campaign to show that the world, in its opinion, is on their side. Representative Towns says he hopes it leads to better understanding of all of the countries in that region.
Okay, thanks, Phil. And Phil's got more. Why did a high state official congratulate a foreign president on an election that many believe was rigged? News Channel 5 investigates tomorrow night at 6.